welcome back to the Gregorio Girls channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Devin. This is where I hang out with my sister Shauna on our little corner of the internet on YouTube. This is our makeup channel. If you are not new, thank you so much as always for coming back. So today's video is my second video in my I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes series. I got a pretty good reaction from you guys with the first one, so thank you for that because it made me even more excited to continue with it. I think it's going to be a really fun series to do. So this is the look that I came up with for today. Today's I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. As you can see, it has definitely been used. Honestly, more so by Shauna than myself. I don't typically pick up this palette that much, so it was fun to use it today. So if you guys would like to see how I got this quick and easy smoky eye, then please just keep on watching. So we are going to just dive right in and get started. I don't have a lot of time to chat with you guys today because, as always, I'm taking longer than I need to do everything, and I actually need to go to work. So I've already primed my eyelids. Not going to show you that because I think you guys know how to prime an eyelid. If you don't, Google it. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't want you guys to have to listen to me talk too much today. So the first shade I'm going to take... God, this is so dirty. Oh, it's been very loved. Okay, so the first shade I'm gonna take is the shade Tempera. And I'm gonna use that color to set my primer with a brush that I definitely need to clean, but that's okay. This is gonna be like a lightning smoky eye today. All right, and now I am going to start building into the crease. So I wanna keep this just very like a warm, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a very warm, summery, smoky eye. So I am going to take Golden Ochre right here on my Morphe M504. This is my absolute favorite brush to use for the first transition shade. You guys know that by now. Getting a lot of kick up, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna start working that into the crease. Okay, so I think that my M504 might have been a little bit dirty when I thought it was clean. So you can't really tell on camera. It's reading a little bit muddy on my eyelid, but that's okay because we're gonna blend out over it. But you should get like just like a nice bright, like burnt yellow, mustardy, goldenrod Crayola crayon-y color. You get what I mean. So next for our mid shade, I'm gonna take Raw Sienna right here. I'm going to take that on a Morphe M573, which is just another blending brush. It's a little bit smaller, so it'll help us keep it a little bit more precise in the crease. And we're going to start to deepen up that crease. So when you're doing this, start here as usual, but don't be afraid to get it down onto the lid and then work it up onto the brow bone as well. I hope this turns out the way that I want it to. Okay, honestly guys, I think I might have messed myself up by using that dirty brush because you can't really tell on camera, but in person it's not reading quite as warm as I want it to. So bear with me on that, but I don't really have time to change it because I have to go to work, so we're just gonna work with it. All right, and then next we're gonna go in with our lid shade for the smoky eye. So I'm gonna take Burnt Orange, which is this color right here. And I want to talk about this brush for a second. So this is the brush that came in my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's dual-ended, so you can see you have a flat, like thinner brush on this side, and then this side is rounded and it's a little bit fluffier. So I typically like to use this kind of brush for packing shimmers on the lid because you can really like get the shadow on there, spray it with some Fix Plus or some water or whatever, and then it helps to kind of keep the shimmer intact. When I'm working with a matte, I'm not exactly sure why other than just the consistency of the shadows are different, but I like to use a brush like this because I find that it's still dense enough to help me pack the color onto the lid, but it's a matte shade, so I feel like it still kind of needs to be blended out a little bit more. So I feel like having it be a little bit fluffy helps me still kind of spread it across the lid instead of like getting it in one place and then not being able to move it around. I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna take the fluffier end of this brush, and that's what I'm gonna dip into the burnt orange shade. I hope this is dark enough. I don't know, we'll see. I didn't actually practice this, so it was a good idea in my head, but right now we're testing to see if the theory holds true and if it's as good in practice as it is in theory. Okay, so I've packed that orange shade onto the lid, and I'm kind of still just like about it again because I think I'm not getting a true read of that first color that I used because I used a dirty brush. So whatever, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a blending brush again and dip into that burnt orange shade, and I'm just gonna use that to blend it up and out a little bit above the lid and see if I can kind of smoke it out that way, but I kind of don't want to make too much of a mess on my eyelid. But whatever, this is why we're here, right? Not every video is going to be perfect, not every look that you do is going to be perfect, especially when you're experimenting. But that's why you just kind of can't be afraid to get a little messy and try new things. And just don't forget to clean your brushes. Okay, so really quickly, this is a little trick that I actually picked up from a Jaclyn Hill video, which I don't know why I never noticed this before because I watch a ton of her videos, but I thought it was so genius when I saw it, so I'm going to share it with you. So I'm just taking a little bit of my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, and I'm going to take my Morphe E47, dip it into the powder. I may have mentioned this in my last video, I'm not sure, but just in case. And then I'm just going to kind of line it up with the corner of my eye and just clean that up a little bit. The translucent powder kind of helps to clean up that line so it doesn't come down too far, because that's one of my biggest mistakes that I always make, is bringing the shadow down a little bit too far. And I'm somebody that likes to do my base before I do my eyes, so especially when I'm doing a smoky eye, I hate to have to take a makeup wipe and clean up the edges and then have to like wipe off my concealer, my foundation, and everything that I like worked on. So when I saw Jaclyn do this trick, I was like, oh my goodness. And Shauna was like, literally, you've never seen that before? And I was like, no, I've never seen her do that before. So I guess I'm late, but still, if you've never seen this trick before, I'm obsessed with it. It is freaking awesome. So then I just let that sit for a couple seconds. I'm too impatient to really let it sit. And then I'm just gonna take a brush and just kind of dust that off. Okay, we are almost done with the eyes. So the last thing that I'm going to do is take my Morphe E17 and I'm gonna dip back into burnt orange again. And we just wanna smoke that out all underneath the lower lash line. Okay, so for lashes today, I actually just want to do mascara, mainly because I'm too lazy to deal with lashes right now, but also because I have been using this new mascara. I know this mascara is like new-ish, but it's new to me. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. I've been using it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. This is the waterproof formula, and I love it. It makes my lashes so like thick and pillowy without being too clumpy, and I just want to show you guys how it looks. So I'm gonna give them a good curl first, and then I'm just gonna go in and give my lashes a few good coats of this mascara. Okay, so can you guys see what I mean? I don't want to look up too much because I don't want to get it like up here, but this is the eye, obviously, that has mascara on it, and this is without. But I feel like it makes a huge difference and just like opens them and makes them look nice and like plump and wispy without being like it just looks like my lashes look good as opposed to being, oh, except for that clump right there. But it just looks like my lashes look good as opposed to being like, damn girl, what mascara are you wearing? You know what I mean? That's why I like it. Okay, so I just poked myself in the eye with the mascara wand, and I got mascara all underneath here on both eyes. Don't really have time to go fix it because as soon as I get up from this spot, I need to change and go to work. So just pretend that's not there. Okay, so I was at Marshall's today with my friend Kristen, and we went naturally to the makeup section, and I found a Stila. I didn't find it. She found it. I can't even take credit for that. Kristen, while I was with her looking at something else, found this liquid lipstick from Stila, and I've never tried their liquid lipsticks before, but girl, look at this color. And Kristen literally picked it up and was like, look at this color. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, you need to get it. And I was like, yes, I do. Especially because it was $5.99. I don't know if you can see that. It's blurry. It was $5.99. It was ridiculous. So I'm going to use this color today because I think it just is such a good, like it keeps with the orangey theme, and it's such just like a pretty pop of color, which apparently I'm into lately because I did a pop of color in my last video too. So for liner, I'm going to take the NYX Slide On Glide On Stay On Waterproof Liner. It has like a ridiculously long name. This is in the shade Summer Tease. It's a little bit more on the red side, but I think I don't really have like an exact match for that color, but I think it'll be a nice base to it. So next I'm going to go in with that Stila liquid lip. This is in the shade Venezia. I'm not sure how to say that. I should know how to say that because that's Italian for Venice, but that's the best I got. Okay, so I feel like I have to work with it a little bit to get the color even. But honestly, it feels nice and light and like whipped, like a whipped consistency, and kind of smells like vanilla ice cream, so I'm here for it right now. Alright you guys, so that is going to be the finished look for today. I feel like I keep saying this in my videos, but it's quick, it's easy, it's only a few steps. It's something that you can just like grab the palette out of your drawer, throw it on, and be ready to go wherever you're going. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much, as always, for taking the time to visit the Gregorio Girls channel today. Don't forget to follow my sister and myself on our social media, which is pretty much just Instagram, at DebDebGregs and at ShaunaGregs. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel before you leave. Hit the thumbs up button on this video if you liked it, and we will catch you guys in the next Gregorio Girls video. Mwah. Bye.